Also by night, we're episode 13, which I have labeled already as Fork in the Road. If you have not watched the previous episode, please go ahead and go watch episode 12 to understand where we're going to kick off from here. For those of you who need a refresher, we have two major NPCs who are burnt to a crisp, ashes in the wind on the beach. So, would you guys like to make your introductions really quick?
Of course. So, hey everybody, I'm Marijn, also known as Ginger here on the server, and I'm playing the gangrel called Mumbles.
Hey everyone, my name is Ethan. I'll be taking on the role Miles, the Tremere vampire with a unfocused mind.
Well, I'll be Frank, detective, Malkavian, long strings and short temper.
And my name is Milena. My character's name is Tattyana. She's also gangrel, but more wild. And she's a refugee from Russia. She ran away from the rebels who slaughtered her clan. And she trying to find her new home in Malta.
And I'm your game master, Don Chap, or storyteller, as they call it in the official rulebook. Alright, so things once again have picked up a rather hot pace on the island for our dear kindred. Whoops, that's my daughter there that you heard. Alright, so
The child is here.
sorry about that. Alright, so how would you like to pick up from here? So I know that Tattyana had spoken to a cat to have an understanding of what was going on. And the scenario is a bit gruesome for Mumbus because these are two individuals that she has built a connection with.
And one of them she doesn't even know that they're dead yet, because she had to go off
Right.
chase someone else. So that's gonna be fun.
So I'm going to leave the scene to you guys for this first part.
Where are we leaving off? Like right where we started, or? Okay. Well, Mumbles is currently on her way to the airport to try and catch up with Chikachiche, because he's got the backpack that she's after. So she's not on the beach currently.
I believe the cat that I was spoken to ran away already.
Quick clarification, have we investigated the scene yet? Or we haven't done so, you're just looking for what you've done?
At this point in time, I think Tattyana's the only one with the information.
Got you.
You just see Mumble just stride off.
The only thing that I remember is that near Norman, she found it was like made in pebbles in Russian. A message that Mika had left, like "give her back" or something like this.
Yeah.
And she had told Tattyana, and then when she was like to the guys that were standing guard there, "Give me the backpack," and they were like, "Katrice's got the backpack." She went, "Okay, I'll go get the."
In the meantime, as we're at the scene, I'm going to do a quick sense the unseen just to make sure that basically we're the only ones here and there's no one watching us. If that's alright. So damn it, I forgot to pull out the book. Well, a moment. I know it is wits and I believe it's Auspex level. Where is my BTM book?
Yeah, what's all specs?
Alright, thank you. Sorry about that. It's been a while. So I will need 6 dice. 4 successes. Sends the unseen to see if there's anyone hiding using obfuscator in the shadows or whatnot. To check the scene
Or
of the
any
murder.
ghosts. Also see ghosts.
What or
This-
ghosts as well? Yeah, right. I was hoping to have a ghost. That'd be the worst part.
You pretty much tap into your vampiric sight.
Mhm.
As you scan around for perhaps even the slightest movement or pause that is unnatural to what would be the human eye, it's a standstill. The night is still, the air is still, and it's almost as if the whole scenario brings on a calm before the storm feel. While yes, no one is around, you still feel uneasy. While you see that no one's really hiding in, or well, out of sight, you still feel like someone's watching you.
Okay. In that case, then I will take a look around the scene. I'm gonna try to see if there's any maybe hidden clues, anything hidden maybe in the sand, or maybe something was carried by the waters. Just like a kind of a scenery, crime scene investigation, basically. So, yeah.
I'll help you there.
Give me a roll.
Crime scenes, right?
Yeah.
Wits investigation.
Yes, please.
So that's 4 plus 3. 1, 2. Okay. Uh,
3. Because I'm counting the. Ooh, nice. 8 successes, because I have 2 zeros. I made a reroll, I will make a note of it.
Okay.
As
Just
I had
for-
a 0, so I'm
Minus
like,
4.
push it too.
just for no penalties or problems.
So Mars, continuing with you first, the crime scene seems to suggest the obvious, that the body is pretty much cremated from exposure to sunlight, nothing out of the ordinary. Frank, however, as you kind of get a bit more handsy around the crime scene, you do understand that there is a particular within the remains there's fragments of bone still exposed within the dust, within the ashes, and it seems to be that their ribcage section, the partitions between the 4th and the 5th, from what remains, seems to have like scrapings, and the distance between them seems to have widened a bit. It would suggest from your knowledge that perhaps the person was staked before being put here. So, you know how they say a gun shot to the head is an execution? This is what would be considered the like for both parties.
The Mozambique shot, yeah, okay. For those who do not know, it's like it's a particular technique which is supposed to make sure that they are absolutely dead, or if you have to go to Russia and have the Zamochit, for example, yeah,
You can't help
which
but
is used by the mafia.
you can't help but
It's called.
you can't
it's
help
intended
but feel
to-
that despite that the two seem to be unrelated,
I thought with each other.
it seems that because of this exposed information that you found, that perhaps it's not so unrelated at all. There might be a connection here that you're not quite seeing or understanding from your previous knowledge of the two.
We know that the two had beef with each other.
Yes. But who
And it
would have
was-
a beef with both to put them into this position? You can't understand it, it seems. It's not at least obvious to you.
And just a reminder that we've all seen the video footage of
Mhm.
Mikael chasing Norman,
Mm-hmm.
and Norman had the backpack.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you have the whole situation, classical situation of the enemy the enemy is my friend, but then you have these two who have a beef, and now they're both dead because, of course, Mikhail is very powerful. He's also very capricious, and he wants to prove a point. So what we need to do now is find the backpack.
Mumbles has.
I will
everything
still
also.
take. I'll still take. You said there's like bone, right? I'll still take some samples, like in my typical kit. I don't need gloves because I don't sweat, so take a couple of samples. And then of course we have the complication with cicatrice because, well,
Just so you know, like Mumbles she said like, I have something that I need to. I don't know. I can't remember. Did she tell the guys that she was going after the backpack? I can't remember. I think she probably would have told them where she was going.
I think a slip of the tongue was done in last session about
Yeah.
your intentions as to why you're leaving the group.
Yeah, she probably would have told them like, he's got the backpack and I'm going after him to get it back.
All right.
No reason to hide.
All right. We'll wait for Mumbles, but keep an eye out. I know we're probably being watched. For the whole duration of basically either I'll wait for Mumbles or waiting for Culver, I'm gonna basically keep in a very sharp eye out for any sudden movements, anyone that's like suspicious that matches a description of Mikhail or any other individuals kindred and the like. So that will be for now. I'm basically on watch out duty.
What is Tattyana doing? I know she's on the beach as well with the other two.
So, Miles, you told us that you think that somebody can watch us right now, right?
I have the feeling that someone is watching us, but I can't
Okay.
confirm where it's coming from.
So basically, I'm a bit stunned right now, not even a bit, and shocked. So I'm playing with my fruit bat, Mishka, my new familiar, thinking too much about what I can do, and also I would ask her, I guess it's her, to use her ears to check if there would be something suspicious around us. You know, somebody who will be following us, or just, you know, roaming around us.
Do you have
I mean,
the stats
me
for
and
her?
my friends. Unfortunately, I don't. What I mean is that bats have echolocation, right?
Yeah,
I do
that's why I'm
pronounce
asking
right.
if you want to make a roll for
I
her.
Yes,
should have
but
1 second.
yeah, I don't have a stats.
I'll whip
unfortunately, I'm
something up.
sorry.
I'm sure V5 had a section for that. I'll try and see. Carry on.
So if something or someone is being invisible in, you know, normal way for the eyes, that maybe she would be able to notice it, him or her, using just.
Miles, I
hearing.
just want to verify your previous ability to see if anyone's hiding in the dark would not be able to sense anyone that is disguised as someone else, right?
It would.
It would, because obfuscate can.
Yes.
That's
It
obfuscate.
Of course.
it pierces it basically.
Okay, just to confirm. Okay.
It's what it's meant for.
Yep.
Of course, there's the DC and there's a contested roll from your
Of
end.
course.
So
I got. Was it
4.
4? Yeah. No. Was it 4 or 3?
In your
You had
previous
4.
one, you had
It was
4.
4. Yes. All right. Because I know there was an investigation. I think they were both the same. So, all right. I had the book in front of me as well, so that's gonna freaking.
So usually for animals, V5 works just with dice pools of just the attributes. So I would say for a fruit bat, it's probably like physical pool of 2, or like, yeah, or free because that's the minimum dot. Social probably free, and then mental because they're more like flying around and perceiving things.
So a large bat would have normally a physical 3, social 1, mental 1.
Yes, I
So
found it. An exceptional dice pool's awareness 7, stealth 5.
Yep.
So yeah.
Let's.
All right. So can we confirm that that's the dice roll for the dice pool of the bat? Yeah. Okay.
Would you
like to do the roll?
So I can do the roll?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, so which roll?
We're doing 3 dice. Yeah.
3 dice.
From my understanding of.
Yeah, because
is it awareness? Is it an awareness check?
It is an
Or is it
awareness check because she's
so
using
7
ears
dice?
to.
So 7 dice.
here we are. Here, oh, found it.
Yeah. Has to be Frank.
That's large. Commonly.
So exceptional. It would be the exceptional. Awareness,
Standard dice pool. Standard dice pool. Physical 3, social 1, mental 1.
I found
Secondary
it.
attributes health 2, willpower 1. Exceptional dice pool awareness and stealth. Dice pool of 7 and dice pool of 5 respectively.
There you go. Roll 7.
Roll 7 then.
Okay.
I'll post it on the
You
chat
don't need to
for-
include any hunger die
No,
because
because it's a fruit bat.
Yeah.
Right.
so just that we're not gonna.
Okay. I know
Best
it
your
sounds
failure on
weird,
the
but
fruit
I'm
bat,
going
huh?
to roll athletics and strengths because I have 7 in total.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works,
I get
yeah.
what you mean.
Yes.
So for those of you watching, you're gonna see the wrong attributes. We're just care about the dice pool, not the attributes at this point, because what we're doing is awareness. All right, give it to me. Let's see.
Difficulty?
Difficulty of 4.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, it's 7 out of
7.
4.
2
Okay.
crits. All right, so the fruit bat is alert. It seems to try to indicate to you that there is a passerby that noticed the footstep pattern being the same over the period of the last 30 minutes. So it seems like a passerby has been patrolling the pavement section, which is above the beach. That seems a bit odd to the bats, who would be kind of patrolling here regularly. Is kind of what's it's trying to indicate, like, listen, there's something odd about this particular passerby. I've heard there's footsteps already, like twice in the past 30 minutes or so. You know?
Okay, and where do we stay right now? So the pavement, you say it's over there, and where we stay in the beach.
have you been to the Portugal beach section in
I think I was there once, but I don't remember all the details.
Let me try to pull up a picture.
Yes.
Mumbles doesn't have animalism, right?
Nope.
Oh.
Doesn't get along with animals very well.
Oh, that's funny that my bat is more aware of what's going on than the vampire with auspex.
I mean, fair. I mean, I think I have the same dice. No, I have the lesser dice pool than I think the bat. Yeah. Because if I just use my wits, if I just use my pure wits and awareness, it would be around 6.
It's nice because
7.
Auspex is also kind of like a supernatural awareness things. Because even you can use it to get like people have sometimes gut feelings about particular situations, or storytellers can use it if you roll really high, for example, like give me a wits Auspex roll, and then if you roll high enough, person next to you is going to try and stab you in 1 second. Go. It's also...
come on, really?
I rolled like 4 successes as well, so I get what Miles is getting.
Apparently so.
How do I change the orientation of Google? Oh, here it is, layers. All right, so just to give you a better scenery, bear with me a moment. Are you on roll 20?
Mhm.
Yes.
Perfect.
Roll 20, that's what I wanted to. I forgot the website. It's been so long, man.
It has been a while.
It's in jail? Yeah.
All right. So
Mhm.
if we open up roll 20, basically, you see where the cars are at, parked by the bay. That is the pavement section.
Here?
And yeah, and you guys are pretty much where the camera is there.
Here.
Yeah. So
And the
someone's put
passerby was over there.
exactly. So
Okay, so I will approach, well, let's say Miles, because he's just gonna be close to me more close to me right now than anybody else. And I will stay, with my back to, with my face up to the sea and my back to the pavement. So that nobody will see that I'm talking from this side. And I'll talk. So there is a weird passerby who is stalking around us for 30 minutes or so. At least that's what my little Mishka said to me.
Excellent.
So someone is definitely watching over us, and we have to be fucking careful right now.
Well, we
And
can
then I
always.
will approach to Frank, and I will say the same.
Well, I guess we should tail the tailor. I'm staying where I am. I'm still keeping a watch out for everywhere. However, I am keeping a sort of a more like a glance look over this passerby as you mentioned. Just keeping a eye, trying for it not to be noticed at the same time. Kind of using my my detective training.
okay. So the passerby that is pointed out pretty much is slow strolling the pavement. The figure has like a cap on, head down, like this worn light hoodie jacket on, and he's just really slowly walking.
Is his head turned to our direction, or is he just
No,
more?
it's pretty much like head down, sort of like
Okay.
it's a
All right.
situation.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it's like that.
Okay. Also keep my eye out just in case I'm not kind of approaching. If I see them kind of move away from the pavement, I'll basically slowly start to tail them.
All right.
Should we just run and catch him?
We can, but he may lead us to more information. Also, it is
more
also-
clever approach.
Also, are there any other passerby? There's other passerbys I mentioned, right, Don? This is
I mean, the area is quite secluded at this point.
okay. Is it what time is it? Night? Is it like early evening or?
It's late evening, so morning is just around the corner.
Okay. All right. I'll keep an eye on this. But again, keep an eye. Same thing as I mentioned. Keep an eye on the passerby. If he leaves, I'll kind of tail him for a bit. and I'll keep, and I'll actually, I'll. Okay, can I do something a bit weird? I'm gonna take my phone out.
Mhm.
And I'll kind of do a show. I want to include him in the picture, but I basically want to include him as like more of a small individual in the picture. It's like I'm just taking a giant scenery
Okay.
picture, but
You know
primarily
what? I can just come to you and ask you to make a photo of me, right?
yeah. It's like, hey, Mila, could you stand there for a bit? I take a photo of you, but in reality, I want to keep have that guy in the picture. So
Do you
I
use the
know
flash or not?
Nope, no flash,
Okay.
Oh shit. Uh-huh.
no flash.
So,
Do I
unfortunately,
notice anything else
with the pixelation, unfortunately, he's just a silhouette underneath the lamppost. So there's no real features other than this black silhouette, which you can kind of tell. There's like the edge of a cap, but it's bad quality if you have to zoom in. Given the
Yeah.
technology back in 2018, 16, something like that, we're
Mhm.
doing it right. So it's not exactly the best, but
The best.
especially night time, you know. So yeah.
But
Maybe
I
you
am,
should
but
use
I
flash.
am with the photo. I will use it more as a reference. Like, all right, this is where we are. I can always just go back and like use the camera feature because you have access to the network, to the camera-wide network. So
It's very simple, guys.
Mhm.
I'll just go to Milena and say,
Tattyana.
Tattyana, sorry, and I'll say, you could have your friend tail him. Follow
that's
him,
true.
tail.
The
Yes.
animal.
Yes. No. My another familia died already because of this shit that's going on. I'm not risking you, friend, okay?
All right, but that's the best way we could get them, and the
Frank
best way to
size,
get to
but says
Macau.
nothing. Okay, sure.
The bat or the bat almost kind of hugs your neck in hearing your consideration
Okay.
for it.
Okay, sweetie. I'm not gonna get you into any trouble.
So I'd like to just cut scene really quickly over here to Mumbas. Mumbas, you arrive at the airport, and you are in the departure area, where basically, it sounds like the calling for people to start walking towards the gates has been announced just in time as you just walk into the neon lights of the airport.
Yeah. So she'll just because I don't think she's got his number, so it's not as simple as calling. No, she did manage.
You
No,
have
she did.
Chicatrice's
She'll
number.
just she will dial his number, and she's kind of holding it next to her ear, but she's also kind of just like she's walking and she's just listening for like, okay, I need to find in this crowd. I need to try either spot him visually or I need to spot him like by listening who's found.
Yeah. So as you dial a number, it just maybe rings one time and he hangs up on you.
Okay. So then
Give me
if he
however, can you give me a let's have a look at your character sheet really quick. So give me a resolve and awareness check for me with a difficulty of 3.
Okay, let's do it. Resolve and what's the other one?
Awareness.
Yes, just make it 3 successes.
Yeah. So you did hear a tone go off at the queuing line into the boarding section just before the escalator section in the airport.
All right. So,
as you see Cicatrice literally put the phone back into his pockets, and he starts looking anxiously over his shoulders, kind of just having a look around. He's a bit on edge.
Is he wearing the backpack? Is he carrying it?
He's carrying, yeah. He has it over his one shoulder.
So I have a plan. My plan is to try and approach, as stealthily and quickly as she can. But then when she's kind of got him lined up, use blink, snatch the backpack, blink again.
Go for
Because
it.
she'll be too fast for anybody to notice, kind of.
Yep, I'm gonna roll that ability. Go ahead. You've been wanting to use that for a while.
Yes. So blink. Let me see if it works. So I need to do a rouse check. And depending on how difficult you think this is going to be, I need to do dexterity athletics.
So, given that there's a few people here, at this time, and also not to mention the fact that there is a metal border with a perspex of a commercial of some brand
All
or
right.
sort between you and Cicatrice, not to mention there are people in the line. There is
Yeah.
a bit of a difficulty check for that. So
Cool. So then I'm gonna, if you'll allow me, I'll make 2 rouse checks. One for fleetness, which basically allows me to add my celerity to any non-combat dexterity rolls,
sure.
and then 1 rouse check for the blink. So I don't get hungrier for the fleetness. I do get hungrier for the blink. So now I'm gonna roll dexterity athletics with 4 extra dice. So let's see how that's gonna turn. Do you have a difficulty in mind, or shall I just roll them and decide?
I have the difficulty of 4 in mind, so
Cool. Let's see. Yes. It's not a.
is it?
No, it is a messy. I think because it's got the crit on both the
Right.
hunger and somewhere else.
So this is for you to go and snatch the bag off him, right? This is the
Yeah.
part.
So to snatch and like move on, like
Yeah.
the snatch and grab.
So
Well, grab and snatch.
as you manage to get the bag off him, you do also take with you part of his sleeve. So you've torn the back of his jacket.
Yeah.
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 As you did so. And he is now alerted. He's just like not only the fact that his backpack, but even the fact that you've kind of ruined a jacket and he's swearing in Italian,
Yep.
and saying
Where-
something along the lines is like, "This is my favorite jacket," looking around like, "What the cazzo?"
Cazzo ci ha fatto?
She's using the momentum to just keep going, and but there's like she basically goes to like that area where there's like the doors to the outside
Yeah.
on the left.
Unfortunately, in the process, the only reasonable exits to keep going in a smooth is through the metal detector, which goes off as some individual is just about to pass through it.
Perfect.
And the thing goes off, and the guy was just in security. You see them kind of like already changing their expression of worry, as the person looks very confused. This unknown individual,
Yes.
right? So chaos is ensuing on this section.
Yes. Which is only going to work in my favor.
Right.
Yeah, so she'll just, if I need to roll another roll to go blink and just get out of there before anybody realizes
If
that I'm
that's the
there.
choice you want to do, please give me another roll.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to be there any second longer than she needs to be. Okay, we're good. So unless you want me to roll again to avoid whatever.
Yes, please.
But yeah, cool. Same roll. Let's go. Same difficulty?
This time it goes up to 5 because Cicatrice is on the lookout for you.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Another one.
How do you do that?
Ooh. Ooh. Ow.
I
That's
know
gonna-
it's difficult, but still 8 out of 5. Fuck.
You did not take into consideration the fact that you're a bit too fast than expected, that you
Despite-
you mistake the automatic closing and open doors for being open. You
And I smashed straight
right
through. Oh my god.
To which, at this point, Cicatrice now has an idea. That's where like this is too coincidental, too supernatural for this thing to just blow up on its own. Cicatrice jumps over. You see him just as you flee the scene. You see him jump over the metal bar that's between him and the rest of the departure area as he makes a run towards that section. But you are now far gone.
Nice.
That is the last
Just
thing
gonna
you see.
keep running. Yeah. She's fine with leaving the bike there momentarily. It might get towed away, or she'll sort that out.
Yeah.
Because if he's gonna hear the motorcycle now, there might be like she just, or you know what? I think probably she'll like run, like get a good distance, just wait a long while, and then
Yeah.
go back for
You
her
see,
bike, and then go back.
If you are in eye shots of the scene where your bike is at, you see Cicatrice just kick your bike and look at you and curse your name out.
Don't steal from me, Betty.
Which the security come on him, and he's like, "What the?" Trying to assess the situation and de-escalate what seems to them an irrational person, as he makes up some kind of weird story about someone attacking him, showing the jacket, and they're questioning him like, "Why did you kick the bike?" Like it's like out of frustration. Sorry, like I didn't mean to. And they're interrogating him. He's in trouble now for this scenario that he's a bit hot-headed. So
I can kind of just see her like just leaning like against this wall, like just smoking the cigarette and just being like.
They pretty much cuff him, and they're taking him back into the airport for questioning, it would seem to you.
Fantastic. She'll put on the backpack. She'll put the sleeve of the jacket, and she'll just stuff it in the pant, like either the jacket inside the suit jacket or pants. She'll go on the motorcycle and she'll drive back to the beach.
All right. So going back to the beach, Miles, the person has turned a blind corner.
Mm-hmm.
Which basically,
okay,
if we had to use a bit of a
the
marker,
map.
Can I draw? Yeah, I can draw.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So basically, the individual has walked off into the upper street now.
All right, cool. Once he does it, I'm following.
All right.
Right. Basically, just kind of tailing, of course, avoiding lamp lights as much as I can, using the shadows, going and of course heightening my senses so that I'm able to still see the individual's bright kind of clothing, because I can basically turn up my eyes so I can see better in the dark.
Okay. The person has no problem, walking from lamp light to lamp light. He's not trying to obscure himself. However, he does this weird thing where he crosses the street exactly as it comes to the next parking lot, which is over here. He does this weird thing where he turns around and he's walking right back.
Okay, interesting. Can I get a catch of his face now that my senses have heightened up to see better in the dark?
He is an individual you've never seen before. And however, from the glowing of his eyes, you know that he is kindred. And he's just pacing around. From his attire alone, you would make a bet that this guy probably is Bruja.
Glowing eyes? Interesting.
No, they don't have glowing eyes, man. They have leather jackets usually.
If Don says he's got glowing eyes, then he's got glowing eyes.
Glowing eyes. Okay, interesting.
Oh, he's glowing eyes too.
That's where I'm. That's where I'm kind of like my head space. So I go, okay, Bruja, interesting.
Can you? Are you making yourself obvious that you're following him? No, you said, right?
No, I'm not.
Is there a role that you could do to kind of
subterfuge?
Stead,
I'd say.
We can do subterfuge.
Subterfuge or stealth.
Subterfuge or stealth.
I am.
Well,
whichever is better for you,
Well,
I
I
guess.
kind of just want to. I think since I said I'm using the shadows, you know what? I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the very classic. I am like in front of one of the cars in the shadows. I'm just like kind of looking over it, just like going through my pockets, like as if someone's like, oh, "Where's my damn keys? Did I forget? Did I forget my damn keys somewhere?" I don't know if that would be. I don't know what you want, the stealth or subterfuge for that.
If you're acting, it would be
I'm acting.
subterfuge.
I'm
Yeah,
totally acting. I'm like, "Where's my
but
keys?"
of course, whatever Don thinks better.
Would that be? Could I recommend maybe a subterfuge composure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm trying to basically like keep up appearance. All right, 5 dice.
I would approve of that roll if I were the SD.
3 successes.
Mm.
3.
Mm-hmm. Where's my damn? Where's my damn keys? Look, he's like checking his pockets, his trench coat. Like, is it here? No, it's not here.
He
But I'm
doesn't.
so-
Yeah, he doesn't take notice of you.
All right. Good chance.
Meanwhile,
Is the clothing he's wearing? Sorry, is the clothing he's wearing like look similar to the Bruja gang that we know of?
Give me a wits and a. What would it be?
Streetwise?
No,
Hmm.
Streetwise is different use.
Oh, it would be streetwise because streetwise
Yeah, you think
and
so?
in fact gangs. I would say, as someone who has only one dot, I think it would make sense.
Or politics, maybe,
I think politics makes more sense to me for affiliation.
because you're
Easy.
Clan.
defining a person by.
It's still the same dice value, so it's 5 dice.
There you
whether or
go.
not. So politics, yeah, because both politics and streetwise is 1 dot.
Okay,
yeah.
Intelligence or wits?
wits.
Wits. All right.
Okay.
No, actually, intelligence. No, intelligence. You're right.
Okay, then I'm
This is
taking away 1
knowledge.
die. I took away 1 die, so just 2 successes.
2. From the little you glimpsed in his direction, and then you go on acting about losing your keys and stuff, you notice that he doesn't have what bikers would have their patches, right? So he doesn't have one on.
No.
Neither
Yes,
underneath,
well.
nor underneath his clothing, nor over his clothing. So potentially this is not affiliated with the Robot gang.
All right, and if it's okay, sorry to kind of pounce more on the questioning.
No, it's okay.
How does he look like? Like, is he just like a random passerby with like just a red jacket? Does he look like a student or just a normal guy? Like,
He looks like a commoner.
Just a
However,
normal-
if you would give me a wits and awareness,
I'd happily do so.
Mm-hmm.
I'd happily do so. That's my best. Would I be able to add aspects to this or no?
there's
Yeah, of
I
course.
think
I
that's
think sense. It
Just like
depends
I-
on what you want to see.
I mean,
I think this is more of a knowledge question really than a.
yeah, that's why I wouldn't really put that
Yeah,
into
so
account.
it doesn't matter. 7 dice. If I flump this, I curse my dice.
With awareness, right?
Yeah.
No aspects. Okay.
3 successes again. Wow, Jesus Christ! Yeah, these
Four.
guys are.
So, Frank, do you come up to assess the situation from the seeing that you're
Yeah, this-
rolling too?
This is me, Frank. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm subtle, man. I mean, I'm following you at a distance. I'm shadowing,
All right. So what you got?
making
3
sure you don't
successes.
fuck up, yo.
This guy is not a threat to you from what you're assessing. Not a threat to your group. I don't think he's actually relevant to the situation because his demeanor is simply waiting for the opportunity to have a snack.
Red herring. Okay. All right. Actually. All right. Okay. I'm gonna approach him.
Okay. How do you do so?
Do I notice anything else as a 4?
From
Red herring to what?
From your distance, you notice that he is pretty much likewise. He's just impatiently, but at the same time honing his demeanor as just a passerby, but he's ready to pounce on the first human flesh that comes into this section. This is probably his
And
favorite.
we've never seen him before.
No, this is the first
So,
time.
So I
so what
approach.
the fuck is he doing on this island?
So I'm approaching him.
Okay.
Bonjour. Or fuck.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Allah.
Sorry.
Sorry, mate. Talking to me.
Yeah. Yes, you. You look like you're out hungry. You need something to eat.
He starts looking around very nervously. He's like, "Am I in your territory? Sorry, mate. I'm just looking for a snack tonight.
No worries. Yeah, I can help you out with a snack if you
You're on
want
holiday,
one.
and I was told this is quite a romantic area, so having 2 for 1."
Well, no worries. I may know of a bar for you. You can probably hop over. Should be free. Though, if it's okay, of course, for giving you that snack, would you be able to ask us a couple of questions? I'm just out here, maybe just getting a bit of quick info.
Not really in the mood. You know what I mean?
Hey, you want that snack? Again, right now here, not a good place. Bad shit happened. Let's just say that. Best you can go somewhere else. I know of a good place you can go, but of course, well.
I want no trouble. So yeah, I mean,
No trouble, no trouble. Just a couple of questions.
tick for attack, I guess. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
If I know of an area, I mean, I've been around the island long enough. If I know of a good area where he can like get a bit of a quiet snack for himself, I'll lead him to there, and let him basically. As long as I know the territory is free, of course, and like, alright, there's no kindred here, it's a safe place. Keep an eye on him. I let him do his biz, and I'm basically going to ask a couple of questions of what if he saw anything that happened here. Basically, question the guy if he was a witness.
I'm not really saying anything, to be honest with you, mate. I know that like it's quite a romantic area that most party goers here try to get lucky. Well, not really, mate. I haven't seen anyone be funny around here.
No, other kind around.
Apart from you and your lot, not really.
Mm-hmm. Perchance, did you see any of the trouble that happened by the beach? We had a bit of an accident.
Like I said, mate, haven't seen
Nothing?
really nothing.
Can I see if he's bullshitting?
Yeah, go ahead.
So insight wits
Go for
or
it.
is all?
Roll to detect bullshit.
Yes. I'm doing the yes. I'm the detective, of course. I must sense BCS. And I definitely am. Well, okay. I thought I rolled well, but I forgot that 5s aren't successes. 3 successes.
3 successes gives you the indication that
That's right.
he is telling the truth. There's no
Alright.
demeanor that he might be holding back something. This guy is clearly a tourist here. So
All right. Okay. I'll give a nod. All right. No worries. I won't trouble you anymore for the night. You're from the UK, right? By the sound of it, or
no, mate. Down under.
Australia? Down under. I always mistake you two, the two of you. Sorry.
Big difference, mate.
I know. Look, I've been around. I've only been on the island for all my life. So what can I do? Anyway, I'll let you be. I'll let you be then. If you have any trouble, though, I give him my card. I'm a PI, so if you have any problems or troubles, give me a call.
I'm only here for the fortnight, so sure.
Good.
I really appreciate it. It's always good to have, people like us.
Mm-hmm. Have a good one. I'll let him go.
He walks off in the direction that you told him where he can get his free snack.
Free snack, yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of give a sigh. Damn red herrings. And I kind of I wander back to the group. Looks like it was a passerby from Australia.
So he's not a witness. He's not the.
You didn't see
one-
anything. You didn't see
Wait, what?
anything.
Ah shit.
Mm.
Okay. Well, it could not be that easy, right?
A Brujada with glowing eyes.
Glowing eyes. Wait, like my glowing eyes, or
More like I think yours and as well Mumbles. I think it's the same kind. So either
It wouldn't be the same kind of
Wouldn't be the
glow.
same?
No. It's because
No.
for you, it would be more on the indication that he had some ability activated at the time.
Yeah.
That is
Like
only
presence or something.
exactly.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
So
it's
not
either-
mine or Mumbles type of glowing.
I don't think so. It looked different. Maybe
The infernal from hell type.
Yeah. Yours is more, infernal, animalistic. His is more romantic. I guess the best way to say it. Well, he was looking for a snack, so hopefully the bar he goes to will find one. Just in case, I gave him my card, so if he needs to do any contacting or he sees anything off, you can give a reach out. In any case, I think there's nothing else we can do here.
Should we just call Mumbles and figure out what she's up to right now?
Yes,
She
that
succeeded
is,
with this backpack case.
that is for sure. Let me see if I can give her a ring. Giving her a moment to call.
I mean, it will ring, but she's on the motorcycle, so
Did you say you leave your motorcycle?
I think she
No,
was
no,
set up
no.
after.
She just waited. So unless that call happens before she gets on the motorcycle, she won't answer it. Or unless if I don't need to make a roll for it, I will just like answer it as I'm. But she wearing a helmet? She's probably she would be wearing a helmet. Yeah, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, so I'm ringing and
it will just ring
Yeah, and
until it cuts. No voicemail, but it just cuts.
Okay, it just cuts. I go. Probably either on her motorcycle or something else. So.
She's in trouble, but well, let's hope for better.
Let's hope not. All right, let's clean up this scene though, because we don't want to have this be a thing.
I mean, there is nobody here, just Ash, so it's not going to be a scene.
Frank, did you take pictures of the scene, perchance? Because we gotta clean this up.
I think I was born yesterday, Pong.
I'm just asking.
He
Okay?
shows you the evidence,
Alright.
and
Unless you say
Frank
it doesn't happen.
All right. So if he took pictures, then it's just Ash, right? There's no can you give us the picture again, Don? Is it just Ash, or
I
just
picked
Ash?
up the bones. There's
Okay.
were some bones, and I isolated them, and
Okay, so the corpse is no longer there.
No.
Or is it still there? No. Okay, so I'll just grab the sand. I basically move sand onto it to cover. Basically, just cover up the sand. I'll ask maybe for the other two to help me out. All right, so
probably there will be
here,
some clothes as well. We have to hide because
if there's any clothes.
I mean, unless vampires combust, but
No, he was on the
usually they turn to ash. They don't combust. So
so
if there's any clothes or clothing, I'll get rid of it as well.
Is there any clothes, any
Yeah, of
equipment
course.
nearby? All right, we'll take the clothes. We'll put them in. We'll take the clothes. We'll cover up the
any
sand.
notes, any equipment?
I mean, you take the photo of the pebbles kind of written in Russian, basically, and you scatter those around. So any evidence that you can take hold of and then hide or
Yeah.
remove is you it's not an easy job because the sand here it's not even sand, it's those
It's rocks, right?
it's like those
rocks.
really small red pebbles almost, the
Ah.
synthetic kind almost in a way. That's kind of around. There is a bit of sand here and there, so
I'll scatter.
through the
then
scatter
I'll
things
scatter-
is a bit of a work
Yeah.
through. And as
I'll-
you're just about to finish off, you hear the bike come in to the bay.
As it
Um,
stuff.
There we go. She was
Right,
safe.
okay.
Yeah.
And for the ones who are looking in her direction, you can see she is wearing a backpack. So take off the helmet,
You
put
got
on the sunglasses.
You got the souvenirs.
Yep.
All right. Well, we clean up the party here, so.
Yeah. Some party. Poor
Hmm.
Norman.
All right. Let's get going. I don't know. Are we?
You guys didn't find anything else?
Not
You s-
really.
saw an Australian kindred, but that's it.
So it was just Norman's ashes and the pebbles.
Mm-hmm. That's as much as at least we could find. I don't know if is the presence still here, Don? Perchance, is the presence there? Is it gone? The presence of like someone watching us.
Give me another roll.
Unseen, right? Unseen presence.
Mm-hmm.
Also, out of character, just remember you guys found Matthew as well, eh?
I mean,
And that's what out of character I'm trying
If
to.
Tattyana has divulged that information.
Yeah.
Ah, it was only her that found him. Okay.
Wait, what? What did I find? I forget that I found it. I'm
You
sorry.
found basically another kindred's remains.
Wow, good lord, 5 successes.
Okay, I'm just totally swiped off my memory. I'm sorry. So if I found it, of course I would share this with you.
Okay, all right. So
I mean,
Not
I
like
would have
actually-
found as well the bone, so I will divulge as much.
all right. So up to speed, you have both. You've hidden both, taken evidence of both. All right. With 5 successes, Miles, you get this eerie feeling, and this time, as if the eerie feeling has its own magnetic pull.
Mm-hmm.
You look up into the distance, and right in the corner, on top of what seems to be like a metal barricade, a figure stands watching you.
I'll look at it, and I'm going to quietly say, God damn paparazzi. Why do they always watch us? As I look over as I kind of try to, my head's not looking in that direction, but my eyes are. Can I try to use my heightened senses to try to like peer a bit closer to see the figure, like maybe identify the figure?
Yeah, go ahead.
That is heightened senses, so that's wits, awareness plus os. Is it plus aspect? Oh, no, moment. God.
Heightened senses, it would be plus aspect.
It's wits plus resolve. No, wait, hold on. The user adds their aspect to all perception rolls. Okay, yes. So wits awareness plus aspects. So that is 9 dice. Another die from here.
It's awareness and aspects. Mine are 7 dice. But I didn't spot anything, so I won't. I guess I will look at Miles to see what he's doing.
You know what? Let's burn a willpower to crush this.
Mhm.
Where's my character sheet? There it is, because we reset our willpower, so... Nope, we didn't crush this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
With 5 successes, you still manage to succeed. And a pit in your stomach all of a sudden just drops. Frank, you see Miles' expression turn to this slight worry and dread. Miles, what you see...
It's yours.
What you see hanging over is the sight of Jeffrey. Most of his clothes are ripped off him, and there is this weird kind of like zombie look on his face. At the same time, what seems to be like rabbiting at the mouth.
I give it's like almost like foam. It's foam coming out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys.
Frothing.
Yeah,
So
so you guys
frothing at
just
the
see
mouth, yeah.
me. Yeah, so you guys see me again, dreaded kind of face as Don describes. I go,
What now? She kind of looks
Miles?
to behind her to
Don't,
see if she
don't
can
watch.
spot what he can.
Don't look. Don't look. It's Jeffrey. But
What the fuck he's doing
Rabbit.
here? I was thinking he's...
he's rabbit.
Well, we'll see about that. Any
I give
objections for me to come get him?
Nope, but just stay safe.
Yeah.
He may eat you.
I'll text Laura. See if she's okay.
Mom's is just gonna like she's gonna see like if Miles points him out, she'll probably
I'll give like word directions instead of pointing out, so that
yeah.
Jackie just knows.
She's just gonna like slowly approach him, like walk steadily but slowly.
And if it's
And
okay, Mumble, sorry, I hand you a steak. Unless you have one already. I think you do.
I'm not gonna be able to do anything with this, buddy.
Shit. Alright.
But I appreciate the gesture. She just puts it in the pocket.
I'll take one up for myself.
I can have one too.
Oh, here you go. I think we prepped up some steaks for sure, so. Alright. Mumbles is gonna go first. Because you're the fastest one among us.
Yeah, I mean, she's not gonna try like running at him fast because that's only gonna trigger response. So she's just gonna start slowly walking, and like when she's like in audio range, she's just gonna kind of raise her voice and see there. Hey, buddy, what you doing up there? Where's Athena? Okay. So he's up on a barricade. What does that mean? Like, is that high up? Like, what's the
You're
deal?
looking about, give or take, about a 10-foot tall barricade wall.
Cool. So, she's gonna say he's in one of those moons. You're gonna have to subdue him.
Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Alright.
I'll try and see if I can get him down from there, but if not, just take the stairs.
I want to surprise him actually. I want to transform into the bat. And it's pretty dark, and I want to fly very, very high so that I basically gonna be invisible, a dark bat in night sky, and kind of, attack him, well, fly to his direction and attack him flying down and trying to push him from the barricade up to our little company.
Alright. So hold on, give me a minute.
With me. You don't have a card, do I?
So, would it be an easy jump to make, just to kind of like make a running start, like jump up on the wall and just kind of like.
I want to push him down, up to you.
Alright, so let's get into...
So you won't have to jump in. We can just
I mean,
Initiative.
unless that's. Yeah,
Fair enough.
unless that's what you say.
When is
Remember-
what?
Remind me, is there any special button to roll initiative?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. I think we have to do this a bit
With
manually.
Dex.
Sorry?
With Dex, I think. With Dex, if I'm not mistaken. Because it's how quick you are.
So,
Mm,
let me just be sure.
I'm
Sure, no worries,
basically
I'm-
playing vampires in Foundry with the test, so I know how it works there, but in Roll20 I'm playing with vampires only with users, so I'm sorry, I'm not sure
No
how
worries,
it works
no
here.
worries. Not most of us are.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, you roll a d10 and you add your wits and. What was it that you said again, Luke? I
30.
think you.
Yeah, could be Dex.
I think
yeah.
you-
There's like two ways you can do it. That works too. You
I
have
think it's
like a
like
Dex
that.
of 3, a
So
width
D-
of 5, so you roll a d10. I got
Yeah,
a 9
so
for
d10
example,
plus
so...
dex wits. I
did
think
you
that's how
14?
it went.
So,
So in terms of the advanced, if in advanced conflict, the rules state here. One moment, I'm looking at the rule book. So,
you can tell we don't do this often.
Look at
We don't. Every character has an initiative rating equal to their composure plus awareness. In some conflicts, such as a formal duel, you might substitute dexterity or resolve for a very formal duel. For composure and initiative rating, but in most compensating, staying competent enough to take a meaningful action is more important. So basically, it's just your composure and awareness. I don't know if you make a roll for it. No, you make a roll for it. Yes. I think.
So, composure and awareness, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, just the amount of successes you have, I guess.
Composure and awareness.
Mm-hmm.
So we click on an awareness first and then add composure, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll roll in real life. But...
Okay, so that's 2.
That's 4.
Just give me a sec.
Third.
3.
Just trying to find it. The problem is that my character...
Composure awareness, right? No D10. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Just roll the...
Where
that's
is the
true.
awareness? The
3.
problem is that character sheet.
Awareness is on the third. It's on
extra
the third column of the character sheet.
third
The second
column.
skill.
The second or
The third column of the
Third
skill
column.
section.
oh, okay, I found it. Yes, I'm
Okay.
sorry because again, character sheet right now.
Don't worry, don't
my
worry.
translated to Russian, so I'm trying to find it, but it's harder because I need to translate in my head everything in the same time. And
Composure.
composure. Okay.
Social, the third one at the bottom.
So, that's so weird actually.
Mhm.
Because in B20 it's dexterity and wits.
The D10. Yep.
I mean the initiative.
Ah,
and
that's
the
why.
D20.
Ah, that's
so
maybe
I'm
that's
just-
how I...
It's different. Anyway, I got 4.
Probably. No worries.
4.
I got 3.
I got 4.
Okay.
2 mumbles.
1. That's so weird. I was thinking dexterity makes more sense. Like it affects your initiative.
I think it's mostly like as in like how cool can you keep yourself to react.
It's
It's
a
very
bit. This is the debate of whether you use composure or dexterity for firearms, because some people
Okay,
say
for
you
me,
should
it
use
just sounds
composure
like
to keep calm.
nonsense.
No worries.
Wit
So,
and dexterity
Yeah,
that
I
really
can
makes
remember.
sense because
I
like
think a
you
lot of
have-
other people.
you
a lot
have-
of
But
people-
you need to
let's
have
not
some-
argue about
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Let's just move
It's
on.
fair enough,
debatable,
fair
yeah.
Ethan, you go first, and then it's Jeff, Frank, Mumbus, and Tattyana.
Well,
Okay.
if Jeffrey's going to be a rabbit, I'm
As
going.
everyone's taking their position just to go into action, Ethan, you're the first one. Since you notice him, you take that running start.
Well, I won't be able to reach him, that's for sure, because I am a Tremere with no special speed abilities.
So-
However, though, I am going to prep myself. I will do some blood sorcery. I'm going to do Scorpion's Touch on my stake that I have. My good old stake, stabbing it into my hand, as I basically let the blood flow into it to poison the weapon. So, the user
Stakes
can...
do deal no damage, remember.
So, the...
Stakes per se.
Yeah,
If you want to do damage, you need to do it on your knife.
on my knife, yeah. Actually, in this case, yeah, I'll use my knife instead. So, not my knife, my pocket knife.
That's what
I
you
dropped
did
the
last
die.
time.
Yeah, I drop the die. I open it up and I will rouse the blood. So this user concentrates for a turn, forces blood through an open, usually self-inflicted wound. Each rouse check where the poison made takes a turn and emits enough blood to coat one blade and melee weapon stickily, or to fill one mouth will be spat at a foe. Spitting poison, I won't be doing that. So basically, I'll let the blood fall. Make one rouse check. I did not make it, so I'm getting hungrier. I'm on hunger too.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's my turn because basically it takes an entire turn as I concentrate, slowly cut into my wound, and now the blood starts to seize into the.
Jeff, noticing that at this point it seems like he is being treated in a hostile manner by two individuals at least. He does this weird kind of just move on the edge and does this weird like stealth drop, like,
Mhm.
and as he lands, he's kind of like this deranged look on his face, as if he doesn't even recognize you. Slowly from the side, his hands grow claws, really slow and dramatic. And with the other hand that the claws are still coming out from, he kind of just gestures this to you. Frank.
Arouse the blood. I do get hungry. With him. So we'll see. And I will use Mesmerize, which is Dominate plus Manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
If he's deranged or he's in the state, it will be rather difficult. And I will tell him, walk in the sea.
All right, so
And
Just for your
I
information,
have
Don,
1, 2,
before
3.
that happens, if Jeffrey is a higher generation than Frank, he can spend the willpower just to ignore the effect.
Lower, you mean generation, not higher, lower.
Yeah, lower. Yeah.
It's okay.
Lower.
I mean better. A better generation.
Lower.
That's better. That's a better way to say it.
all right, so since Jeff is not aware of his gifts or what he is,
Wait, Jeffrey.
Fair
I don't
enough.
know.
he's
Jeffrey is the butler or the.
yes, the
Mhm.
butler.
Yeah, the butler.
He's-
Right.
We're just gonna go through the usual contested roles. What does he need to roll to?
Yes.
Resolve and something.
Yes.
Very helpful. Let me see.
I thought you meant Sebastian for some.
Intelligence and resolve against Frank's manipulation dominate.
And so I have to do intelligence and resolve.
Also, if a dominate command is forcing the user to harm themselves, it also makes it easier for the person to resist that command.
All right, so
I just told him to walk into the sea.
okay, so what's your roll?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I spent a willpower, which I will account for in my sheet.
Okay.
So I'm on 2 willpower damage today. But I got 5 successes.
Jeff, very confused, feels like you mean well, and for some reason he finds the idea of bathing into the open ocean a good idea. And with this kind of smile and shrug, he kind of starts walking into the direction of the beach. Which brings us to
Frank is
Muppets.
secretly me feeling like $1 million here.
So just kind of from how he's behaving, like he doesn't seem like openly hostile per se, right? Or is that a role that
Listen, you have always known Jeff from the few interactions to be a well-mannered, well-sophisticated,
Yeah.
Individual.
Yeah.
So well-composed. So this seems very out of character. Whether
So
it is the fact that it is the transformation that he's gone through that's kind of messing with his base personality, you're not quite sure.
So as he's walking towards the beach, I think Mumbles is gonna like fold her hands behind her back and she's just gonna walk next to him and says, Jeffrey, if you're in there deep down, don't know what to do, just tell us. We don't want to hurt you. We want to help you. Let us help you. Okay?
Give me a charisma and persuasion.
Leadership
Or
or
leadership,
leaders,
yeah. One of the two.
Yeah, I'll give leadership. try. What's the difficulty?
I'm gonna tell you in a minute.
I'll just put 0 then and see. So it's 3 successes for us.
3 successes, you said?
Yes, 3.
As he's walking with this kind of deranged smile, this weird character altogether, you see a blood tear leave his eye. However, he just keeps walking. It's just this, with the one blink, you just see it kind of pool underneath, and with the blink, it just drops and starts running down his cheek.
Unless my turn is over and I cannot say anything else, she'll ask one more question.
I'll allow it. One more.
Jeffrey, once you stand in the sea, if you want to die, nod your head 3 times, and I'll make it so. And she'll keep walking with him to the sea.
You minusculely see his neck muscles intense as he really tries hard to move his head, but you just see this minuscule kind of like gesture. He's really trying hard, but the whole demeanor remains the same as he walks.
Yeah, I mean,
For
my
the
turn's
record,
done, so...
Sorry, you both talked on top of each other. What did you say, Maya? Numbers?
Like, her turn is done, but, like...
Okay.
If, like, she's walking, like, she turns her head and she just, like... She gives, like a sad shake of her head, just, like...
That's right.
Not good.
Okay. I'd say I'm still gonna follow the plan of trying to paralyze him and decide whether to finish him or not afterwards. So can you remind me how this works? So I'm trying to stab him with the stake to the heart.
Mhm.
So what would be the difficulty and etc.?
So it
In
would be the strength and athletics. I would be, or brawl actually.
Brawl, I
Right.
think.
Brawl.
Yes.
Yeah, strength and
Brawl or
brawl.
melee.
Well, the thing is, with the stake, you're using a melee weapon, so it needs to be melee.
Oh right, melee.
Oh. Fair enough. So it's.
And they have to get at least, I believe, 5 successes.
Yeah, it's a cold shot as well, so it makes it incredibly difficult. That's why Mumbles was like, I can't do anything with this because she doesn't use weapon.
So
For the record, Don,
Mhm.
just because I don't know what you had in mind, but once the command is done, but the person can
likes.
regain exactly. But I mean, if because the way you described it, I thought maybe I should clarify. But up to you.
No. I mean, they're still walking. They haven't got into the sea yet, so this is.
So the fact that he's already trying to nod his head gives a vibe.
Okay. لا مش عارف.
here's the same question. How do I do it? I mean, in a difficulty questions. I'm using again a melee weapon. and
Let's see if I
strength
can
of
find it
player,
quickly.
and,
So strength
okay,
and melee with difficulty of 5. Oh. So you click on melee first, and
Yeah, I know how it works. I was just trying to realize. Okay, and if I use Rouse check, I would add 2 more dices, right, to my check.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I. So okay.
okay, you
So I
get
get hungry
hungrier.
and okay, and strength and
Mhm.
plus
Plus
full
2.
size modifier plus 2. Can I tap it or should I just do
Yeah,
that?
if you tap it, it just drops down
And
the
5.
menu,
5, right?
and the 5 is the difficulty. Yeah.
Fine. Just make it.
As you take the advantage moments of this sad scene, almost, you go up to him and with your full force run it through him. Is it through the back, through the front? How do you want to do this?
I do think it's. Well, he's still moving, so yes, I would really jump toward him, run really fast, and just. Or maybe push Mumbles a bit if she was in my way, and then stab him in the heart. Like gently Mumbles, not trying to offend him.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
You
You
are
can
on
do it
my
from
way
the
and
back
he
as
is
well.
going.
You can.
No, I need to see his heart precisely.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard to do from the back, so I'm doing
That's
it from
true.
the sword. And now he's just falling down to the.
Mumbles will kind of like catch him and just kind of gently. And she'll say to Tattyana, Tattyana, he wants to die. He doesn't want to.
I say I've solved the half of the problem of knocking him down, so now you can decide what we're gonna do with him.
There's always the option to sending him to the Tremere as well. Like he wouldn't be in this state if he didn't have this blood disease thing. She just kind of like waves over the other guys, saying, "Just
I come
here,
over.
it's,
I'm
Yeah. I
Not knife.
just want to remind out of character to Ethan in specific, whereas your sire does require him
the full body.
to be able to do his
Yeah,
assessments.
I know that the reason, but yeah.
And
So I kind of
you just made a deal with him, so this is important for you.
I kind of look over at him. Tina's not here with us, so
Yeah.
technically,
Well, we're gonna have to make the decision either way. Listen, Miles, I don't know what you discussed with your sire. I know. And she kind of like, I know for a fact he wants to die. But he wouldn't want to die if it wasn't for this blood disease driving him mad. And I know Athena probably won't like it, but
Nope.
she doesn't want him to suffer either. I'm happy to face the wrath of her anger, but she's not here, so we have to decide.
He will kind of look at Jeffrey, closes the pocket knife, pockets it, looks at the night sky. It's gonna get late. I'll drive. Let's get into the car.
Manos
Taking him
will
to-
pick him up gently, kind of like the fireman's carry.
Yeah, but firstly, can we check his pockets if he has something? Maybe if he has a phone, maybe his messages from Athena or stuff like this, you know? So
Oh yeah,
that's
good
not-
idea. Like as she's about to lift him up, Tattyana says that and she's like, good idea. Starts rummaging through his
He
pockets
has
gently.
nothing on him. Nothing
He's
on his
got-
person.
So I'll ask like we can put it in the trunk or in the back of or in just on the back of the car either or, but before we go I do want to quickly check his body to make sure is there anything new added to him? Like anything new on his body, like any scars, any like
Any
markings?
symptoms
We're
of
not
the
gonna
disease?
do this here, Mouse. And we're also not gonna stuff him in the trunk.
Alright.
Okay, let's go to the car, but still
Yeah.
a question of what do you want to do with him?
Mouse needs some
take-
time to think. Yeah?
Nope. I know
No?
what we must do. We'll take him to my sire. He's the only one who can answer the question, and
Yeah, so she lifts him up and she says, Jeffrey, if this doesn't work, if you're not cured, you'll die either way. But just try and fight this for yourself, but also, for Athena. And she just kind of like taps him gently on the back and starts to carry him towards Miles' car.
we'll get in the car. I'll take my GPS out, or at least no. I'll try to recall where I'll recall where like my sire asked where he's going to be, which is a penthouse, right? Or what was it, the villa or penthouse again? Don't, because I forget.
He's waiting at his villa.
Villa. I will drive to it. I don't think I need to set up yet because I know where it is, more than likely. So I kind of drive there wandering in the back.
Would Mouse allow Mumbles to go with him in the car?
You guys are free to join to a certain extent, unless
Because she's either gonna ask Tattyana if she can sit in the back seat with Jeffrey, or she's gonna ask her if she can drive a motorbike and just follow the car to wherever they're going.
Well, wait, do you understand right? You're asking me if I can ride a motorbike?
No, probably not. Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense.
I'll just
So
say
she will say
Well-
to Tattyana, "Can you just like put him in the back seat and stay with him, where I will follow Mouse in the car." She'll kind of like put him in the car, just
Not
kind
a
of
big
like.
deal.
She tries to kind of angle him so like that the steak's not super visible from the window, maybe like drape like a bit of his jacket like over it, and then return to her bike.
Yeah, I'll let everyone else kind of hop onto the car. I'll lead to the villa. Yeah. We'll drive there. Miles right now is kind of complimenting his head. I hate to have to do this, but this is the only way we're gonna get information. That's it to himself, of course. No one else is hearing this.
Before Mumbles is gonna go on the bike, she knows it's unlikely Yafina is gonna answer, so she'll just send her a text, and she says, "We found Jeffrey loose. We made the decision without you. Let's give him a chance, and if not, we'll see. ... She'll send it.
You make your way into the south section of the island. As you pass through the motorway and into the cluttered section in the south, passing Paula and Svgura until eventually come to the section which Miles you remember so well as you used to be here. One of the great three cities. You arrive in Birgle. The villa sits on a hill right behind the great battery from the Knights' times. The villa is not as you remember it. As many years have passed, now other villas have been occupied and built around your sire's one. His seems to be the most modest out of all of them, while the others seem to be a complex design of modern architecture. His is a humble one. While the others have pools on the side or even on the back, he just has a small garden set to the side. Villa Salvatore. Salvatore was what you know to be his past name. He now goes by another.
As I stop the car near the driveway of the villa, I get out first, of course. I go to... I don't know what... I'd imagine... Is there intercom or like...
Yep.
Is there a bell?
There is
Okay.
an intercom, something installed in the mid-2000s.
Probably I installed it to say like this would make your life easier to call to get people through. And
So I've installed an image into Roll20 for you.
Mm-hmm. I press the intercom. Click.
A individual answers. Minim,
Oh, hi, it's Miles Kutire. I'm here to see Nate Kutire.
the buzzing of the gates as you hear it unhinge.
I'll open the gates, and I will look to the others as they come by. So, my sire is not one to, like, unwelcome the guests, so please be... Put up the
Our
best
best
respect.
behavior.
He is
Nice.
of
Wait.
old designs. Mumbles, if you can again.
Sorry.
If you can carry...
Yes, of course.
I mean, I was closer to the Jeffrey, so I can take him.
or either both
Up
of
to
you, or
you.
both of you.
Doesn't
You can do
matter.
you can do the both of you. You can do the
Okay, I took the
That's-
body and pulled it over my shoulder, and
We're both strong enough to do it on
Yeah.
our own.
Yeah.
So
So I'll
strong enough to do it
lead,
just with one hand, like this.
and I'm gonna take out my trench coat, put it into the back of the car, closing it. So I'm basically just in my vest, red shirt, trousers, rolled up sleeves as I walk, as I go to the doors, go inside.
The familiarity of the entrance, the marble floors with the design of a dove, the ceilings hanging, an old chandelier which you remember him boasting about, bringing in from the Spanish Inquisition times, greet you. That stuffy smell, also familiar to you, feels like you've entered your grandma's house. A familiar feeling altogether. Just like the prodigal son, you enter as a new face that you've never seen before greets you. Probably a new ghoul, posed and dressed as a butler. In Maltese, he says that the owner of the house will be with you shortly and asks you to move to the next room, which is a dining area filled with cabinets all around, paintings, and a long table with about 9 chairs surround it. As you enter, there is what you notice, of course, a small layer of maybe a week's worth of dust.
Oh,
good thing we don't need to breathe. Eh?
yeah, agreed.
Unless you want to.
Still doesn't keep this place. So there's always a week's dust when I'm around here. Oh yeah, Don, can I send you a quick private message on Roll20?
Yeah.
So meanwhile, I'm asking the butler, so where I can put this body?
He looks very uncomfortable. The fact that you are holding a half-naked elderly man over your shoulder. And in Maltese, he says something that you don't understand, but with the gesture of his open hands, he kind of asks you to leave it on a banister of sorts, an oldish piece of furniture.
Okay, I gently take the body, like, put it there.
I sent you 2 messages, my bad, Don. The second one is the actual. Yeah.
Okay. You shortly are greeted by the presence of a middle-aged man dressed in these fine red ritual robes. Jack.
Jake.
Jake, of course. Sorry.
No worries.
بالسالية as in
Sure.
they are very very particular names, the ones you used coincidentally, but I'll tell you later.
I'll give him a smile. Sire. It's a cold smile.
I see you've brought guests.
Yes, I hope that doesn't cause trouble. These are my coterie.
He looks
Frank?
upon you with disgust, the rest of you, like.
Mm-hmm.
We've also brought the thing, the disease, or the carrier of the blood disease. The purpose of our visit, which Miles is going to explain shortly, if you wish to keep this a brief visit. Don't, of course, want to bring you any further discomfort than you might have already experienced by us being here. And she just gives that little bit of like, not enough to be chastised for it, but just enough to be like,
Don't, yeah.
I mean, he's a Tremere man. Like he doesn't.
Yeah,
need
oh yeah,
this,
of
but-
course. I will point over towards the carried body of Jeffrey. That is a subject I mentioned in our call.
He looks in poor condition. I hope it doesn't affect my studies.
I hope not, too. But that is what we found him in his state.
So, question is, Miles, I offer you, once again, like old times,
No.
who would you like to be? Ah. Very well, then. The pact is kept. Your promise is kept. Now leave. It already smells like wet dog in here. Not to mention the lack of hygiene from the mentally ill disturbs my quarters.
you know, sir, that's unsurprising with the weak
Mumbles?
layers of dust on the furniture here. Maybe
Mumbles?
open up some windows.
Mumbles, please.
Roll willpower.
I see you've not been introduced to the lash often enough to respect elders. While I might not be yours, you should still know where your place lies when you're in a home of another. You know, the tradition of a vampire needing introduction and permission to enter a home was introduced back in the day for a reason.
Nate, let's not get into stupid camera crap.
Then get out of my
We
home, Jake.
will.
Now.
We will. When will I hear a response on this blood disease? It's my only question.
Once the autopsy is ready. Science doesn't just happen in a night. You should know better.
I know.
You've always lacked patience.
I know I don't. Just like another one's stupid tradition up there. Oh, apologies. Let's go. And I will usher everyone to get the fudge out of here.
Yep, Mabel's the first one to go. She doesn't want to stay a second longer.
As I
I'm cold goosebumps because of this conversation, so I'm leaving first.
lead
us.
everyone to go outside.
I respect the idea.
And I look over to the butler. Please keep everything safe. And our apologies for our disturbance. And I usher everyone
Slumber.
out, close the door, get off, close the gates, breathe a sigh out of relief, and Udon, I think I never mentioned this, but would it be okay if I had like a pack of cigarettes somewhere on me?
Yeah, sure.
Does it look like you need a cigarette?
He pulls out a pack, puts it on his mouth, and checks like, oh shit, I don't have a lighter. Fuck.
I thought my sire
Ah.
was the worst here, but apparently I have a competitor.
Frank is low-key enjoying this. Like, you know, it's what happens. He's used to it.
Anyone else has daddy issues here? Just interesting.
Moses is very pointedly not going to answer that question. She's gonna light a cigarette of her own.
Daddy issues,
even
mommy
need
issues,
to
all the
smoke.
tissues.
So stupid that he keeps smoking.
She's got no issues from the fact that, her parents are dead, so. Otherwise, the relationship's fine, but nobody else knows that.
Miles takes about 3 puffs of smoke. But he still looks uneasy. He's not very uneasy, he just looks irritated as heck. He looks irritated, uneasy, depressed. And you know that this cigarette's probably not enough to calm his nerves. He's not necessarily shaking, but the look on his face is just disgust.
Mouse. Is he as powerful as he is unpleasant to be around? Do you think he'll be able to do it? Fix Jeffrey?
Though he is of a let's say lower stock, he can do it. He's been doing this for a long time. If there's one thing he loves, it's his toys. His tests. So,
Then I think Jeffrey is in the most capable hands that he can be.
well, let's hope that Jeffrey is given a peaceful end, but I doubt it.
What do you mean?
I mean, he said autopsy. As far as I understand, that means that he firstly need to finish Jeffrey
Well,
before
he won't.
doing his analysis.
He won't. Autopsy on a kindred, they can still be awake well done.
I didn't done autopsy on kindred, so I'll trust you.
Well,
For all
if
intents
you
and purposes, we are dead.
dead.
She
You
kind
kill
of.
if you kill us, kill the head, burn. I mean, if you take off the head, which is the easy way to kill one of the kindred, well, they turn to ash. Now Jeffrey is just awoken in a couple of days, so rigor mortis wouldn't hit too quickly. But I don't. It's been 10 years since I've dealt with my sire, so I don't know if his methods have changed. Could have, not have. 1 decade.
I doubt he'll tell you either, since you
Oh,
don't want
I
to fall
know.
in line.
Fall in line.
Funny, isn't it? Either sires want you to be like them or nothing like them.
Hmm.
There's no really in between. She chuckles and finishes her cigarette.
Well, it's gonna be a while before we get word. He'll contact me via ritual again. Best we follow up on our leads, but I do want a moment to myself, if that's okay. I need to
Sure.
Of course.
icky feeling.
It's getting near to
Yeah.
dawn anyway. Let's reconvene in the morning. And I already took the liberty of messaging Athena. I didn't say exactly what happened, just that a decision was made.
I don't know if Jeffrey will come out of there alive or dead, depending on how the autopsy is gonna go.
Well, there's not much choice. Either he dies, which is what he wanted, or he gets cured, and then we'll see.
I'll get in the car. I'm going by myself, so if anyone wants to ride, you have to go through your own vehicles. As I will leave the group. And I'm hopping over to Rabat, Dawn.
Get on the back, Tattyana, if you want to ride with me. If not, maybe Frank can give you a...
We're planning to go now? To your place, or...
Yes?
Well, I would like to join you.
Good night, gents, and I guess Tattyana and Mumbles will walk to the motorcycle. Since Tattyana's going to be on the back, she'll put the backpack and put it so that it's on her chest, so like that's Tattyana's
just
space
can
to
give
sit.
it to me, and I will...
She's not going to give it to Tattyana. She's just going to put it on backwards.
It's not like she really cares about it, but fine.
Yeah, no, it's just a paranoid thing. It's mine.
Saying like a dog or a cat, like, it's mine now.
Yeah, no. Territorial. Over both people and things.
Sure, then we can go to a place and have a nice day's sleep.
If there's some time left over, Mumbles will, and Tattyana, I guess they will investigate the contents of the bag. If there's time left. But if not, then for
Good
next
idea.
time.
Alright. All good there, Dawn? Where are they? Ah, there it is.
And if we could stop on the way for a snack, that would also be fantastic. Running through glass makes you thirsty. Who would have thought? Oh, that's actually a good point. Like, she probably got like some bits of like safety glass like stuck in her hair and maybe like on her suit. Maybe not on her suit, but in her hair for sure.
So you're planning to go to Rabat.
Mm-hmm.
As you make plans, you do notice Frank is quietly distracted on his phone. Well,
he's not with me. I'm going by myself.
Sorry?
I'm going by myself. Lonesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mumbles and Tattyana?
Yeah, so unless there is something else to be wrapped up at this place, Tattyana and Mumbles decided that they will go to Mumbles' Haven. If there's time enough, stop for a snack along the way. And then
Sure.
investigate the backpack once they are home safe. Or maybe for the next session, just depends on time.
You find a safe haven, take a snack on your way, and
Nom nom.
Mumbles, you're in your usual kind of area where you call your own safe haven, right?
Yeah.
You find someone waiting for you inside.
Yeah, I know it's the guy, isn't it?
He's holding what seems to be an expensive amount of roses as he nervously paces
Oh god, that's
on your
the heck out.
in like the same 4x4 tiles. As he looks, he's like, I didn't know how to contact you, and I really didn't know how to. This for you, he says, as he gives you the literally almost a bush of roses.
That's something between you two, so I'm not better interrupt, so I'm
It's-
just,
She
going
just
away a
walks
bit.
past, just ignores the whole. That's great. She just kind of like
It's the human that's obsessed with you, like the
She-
Daniel. I
she-
believe
Okay.
her name.
Mumbles at the moment doesn't know whether she needs to be in upset that he broke into her haven or like she's not sure she just stands there looking kind of confused, and she just kind of, I don't even know your name.
I think I had told you it's Daniel. Like I'm. Do you have like water or a vase or something I could put these in? I mean, this was quite expensive to show my affection. Again, looks around.
Why? She just she just looks generally confused.
I don't know. You know you know Anne Rice.
No.
Yes. Sorry.
I kind of like what you are and who you are. You
So what's your type, Louis or Lestat then?
I would be Louis at I guess she would be Lestat as he's very awkwardly like I'm not. Are you a thing? I'm sorry. I'm did I score on the
Wait,
wrong team?
if his type is Louis, you should finish him. Seriously, I'm not talking the guys who are into Louis. No way.
Malta just looks between the two of them. You like what I am.
Who you are, he says as he kind of rushes over to the nearest sink, potentially the kitchen, and just clogs it and starts filling water and going all over the roses like shit.
Just take it easy. Just what do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you except maybe your time. I could ask you out.
You like who I am, what I'm doing. Who am I and what am I doing to you?
I don't know.
Right.
There's when you have something, you're like my twin flame. I was reading online, potentially. Like you could be my twin flame, and I should have missed the chance. And some voodoo like guy in Bujibba who read my palm said that you are my destiny. Now I'm not saying I'm
Mumbles?
completely into this, but
Mumbles, can we kill him already? It's becoming so irritating and I'm so tired.
again, if you two are a thing, I'm really sorry. I don't know. I overstepped. I think I should go.
She just kind of like, she just gives Tattyana a look and just kind of like, she just looks genuinely confused. Like her Mumbles' thoughts are like, this guy is like dominated, or like is like something to mess with her mind. She says, no, we are not. And my friend here is just making a joke. What about this?
Of course.
Tomorrow, let's say 9 p.m.
Uh-huh.
Meet me back here and we'll get the drinks again. How does that sound?
I like it. Should I prepare my own sample of whatever you consume, or would you like to get from somewhere else? Or do you actually like consume normal beverages? I don't know how this goes.
Ah, so this is how it is. You are like, what's the word, Tattyana?
A vampire kinky man or something?
Not that one. The with you have like a thing for vampires. Is that what this is? She just like, this whole encounter has just been like her normal like like grumpy, like she's just totally confused. Is that what this is?
I get it. I'm not even sure what it is. But I'm gonna say maybe you know better than I do. Is this what I have? Should I see a therapist? Is this really wrong?
Yeah, you better do see a therapist.
You don't know.
What if I were to become one of you with like I don't know. Would that make things easier between us? Or do you want to still like see how this goes first as I am and then So maybe I won't have regrets turning. I don't know.
So you don't know about vampires, but you do know? Okay, Mumbles is starting to get like a little bit suspicious now. Can she just kind of get a read on this guy? Because she's not kind of liking how this is going.
Yeah, go
She's
ahead.
going from confused to suspicious.
So give me a wits and resolve.
Cool. I'll just make it a difficulty 0 for now, and then we'll see. Okay, so 1 success.
You
If I don't meet the difficulty, it's a bestial failure.
have no clue what this guy is on about. The only thing that you know is that he has a crush on you, or at least what you would consider a crush. Why, how, and all that doesn't make sense to you. You don't know. You can't grasp it. This is foreign to you, clearly.
So, yeah. Because on one hand, like, if he starts talking about vampire shit, obviously that's not good, but he seems so completely, like, obsessed that probably hurting her is the last thing that's gonna be on his mind. So she says, let's meet up tomorrow at 9 here at my home and see. Because this is just, I'm sure you understand this is really confusing me. I think it's confusing you too.
I'm sure. Again, I mean, okay. Let's just stick to the meeting and then we'll see. I'll take that as a date, okay? And he starts stumbling towards the doors, and it's like, cool. Nice. All right, 9 p.m. tomorrow. You, me, out for whatever beverage you want. Right. Yes, sure. Cool.
Just one more thing, Daniel.
Uh-huh.
This whole vampire thing, just stick that in the back of your mind and don't tell anyone, because if you do...
Sure, no problem. No one needs to know.
Exactly.
People probably think I'll be crazy anyway, so...
Yeah,
Right.
well, you'd be surprised. Thank you for the flowers.
You're welcome. I wasn't sure if it was something you liked, but I guess it's the thought that counts, right? Anyways, tomorrow, 9 p.m., right? As he closes the door, you hear woohoo from the back of it.
She just kind of takes off her sunglasses and she's like, the fuck? I think maybe some other kindred put these feelings inside his mind.
You think? I think he's just a poor, stupid mortal who had a crush on vampires, as I said, kinky shit, so just don't torture him or herself. Finish him, hide his body somewhere, and that's done. Why making a mess out of nothing?
I don't think it's that simple. He seems to
overthinking.
know, but also not, which makes me feel like someone did this to him. Sure, I can kill him and be done with it, but for now that doesn't feel right.
So you think there is someone who's playing with you and with him? Well, but how you will figure out if you can't ask him directly because he doesn't know that somebody else playing with his mind?
I'll ask Frank or Mouse. They know how to do these things exactly. Maybe
This
they can.
mind thinks, well, fair enough.
Yes.
I don't think he's a danger to me for now. But if I feel like he will be, I guess that's that then. The way that he found me as well, I find it strange. I think someone's playing a game with me.
Where did you hunt him down?
This one time, it was actually with you as well, Tattyana, when we left my haven and he was there.
No. That time I remember, but as far as I remember, you said you've hunted on him somewhere else in this city.
I don't think so. I don't think that was established, was it, Don? At least, or Mumbles cannot remember.
I think it was. You do remember him kind of following you one time?
Yeah.
Right after a hunt? And
But does she remember feeding on him? I don't think so.
No, you've never fed on him.
Okay.
Suspicious.
Because if I find out it's not some game, I will just ask one of the gents to make him forget everything.
Up to you. It's your deal.
Yeah.
So how about it's really sun is just about to come. How about just go and have a sleep finally because I'm dying.
Yeah, when we wake
Oh,
up,
I mean, I can die
we'll
again.
get sorted through the backpack.
Let's scene to Frank. Frank, where are you at the moment?
I'm probably back at Menliha because,
Right.
oh boy.
So, what happened, Frank? Why were you so distracted earlier on your phone?
Wait, you're asking me as Luke or
As Frank?
asking
No,
me
as
as
Frank.
Frank?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know who texted me and they weren't very happy.
Lorna, right?
Of course, yeah, Laura.
Laura.
And the sugary maternal side, it's my turn to face the issues now, so. At least, however, we have a political leverage of sorts with.
Right.
At least from my humble understanding, of course, she had plans for Jeffrey, I guess. And if she says it's my gift, that's where the shit is. Oh god. So yeah. So Frank will probably need a composure check. And I have 2 successes for all it's worth. A 9 and a 7. And he's, he's ready for the meeting.
When you arrive at the location, you find that the majority of the place from the upper view is trashed. I'm talking sofas literally stuck in the glass pane, broken glass everywhere. Most of the furniture has been done in. And of course, in body bags being kind of assigned out is goons dragging them to the nearby parked van. Cussing to herself and shouting orders around to her staff is Laura. She doesn't take note that you've arrived. She doesn't take note of your presence until you make yourself known that you have actually landed on the property. She turns to you, and while you can see through her eyes that 1,000 insults and wishing to kill you over and over again pass through her head, she greets you with a cold Frank.
I just nod.
Frank.
I just put my arms like this. You know how they behave.
Yes. like children
I
at the
mean, if I
daycare.
could kill
And-
them,
And I was
I'd
hoping
start with Athena. But yes.
they were pros, Frank. They were pros, and clearly you left the individual stakes for way too longer than he really was hoping for, because this was clearly his job. Here, she hands you her mobile phone, already on a video taken from her security footage. Have a look.
What do I see?
You see him pretty much trash
Jeffrey or Sebastian?
Sebastian. You see him emerging out from the cellar. Behind him seems to be around 6 guys with heavy gear, as he orders them to say, no, I need to take this out on them. And he starts going off. As people try to stop him, try to restrain him, he is just grabbing them, punching right through them, slamming them straight into furniture, using the big L-shaped couch to literally knock one of them out of the property. It is one of those kind of Marvel cinematic shows.
Okay, sure. And Frank is like, he's enjoying this, not because he doesn't like Laura, well, he doesn't, but there's that, now I have a very good reason to bring out the beast. And it's like, you can see him almost charging his battery. And he's nodding and smiling and like... Alright, if you guys seen Luke Cage, there's that scene where Cottonmouth says, I'm glad you punched me back, so when I'll hit you like a whatever, he's like, you'll take it like a bitch. There's a particular scene. So that is what Frank is doing, and he's like, alright, so this is personal now. And I need to see, and my first suspicion is Carlos, possibly. I mean, those guys like to be that sort. And I've been meaning to get to Carlos for a very long time.
Whatever your little friend Athena decided to bring...
She's not my little friend.
Well, I don't know. You've been sticking to them like shit to ass, like I said in the message.
Well, what did you expect me to do? I mean, have you seen them do the tantrums?
Clearly, they're not like us, who go into the loony bin whenever we lose our shit. But yet, they're the ones who are pulling...
They lose their shit. They lose their shit.
Frank, if it wasn't for the fact that we're all on the same side when it comes to the local politics, I swear to gods, I would have had them hanging from my rooftop on to the daylight and let them burn to ash. But guess what? Now one of them happens to be mayor of fucking Pirta. So I can't really do much without causing a civil war. This is all on you guys, Frank.
Mayor of Pietà has bigger problems.
How are you going to fix it, Frank? That's what I want to know. How are you going to fix this? My property is trashed. I've lost good employees. All because you couldn't handle a simple American when you had the chance just after the disposal of the useless Gregory.
I thought he was staked. How the fuck did he get out?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not see the part in the video where he had 6 people come into my property to free him?
And you have guys with guns and big whatever, so
yes,
how did
but
that
it's
happen?
Malta, Frank. Malta. What are we? Nothing compared to the Americans. Nothing. You know, if you were a Camarilla, I'd understand. Hey, news comes late on the newspaper, right? But you're fucking, and she smacks you across the head, but you're fucking anarch, which means you have access to the internet. You know how these things go. You know the stories going on in New York. We're far behind
Okay,
here.
well-
We've always been. And he's American. He has got the upper hand. It's a good thing I wasn't around, otherwise you wouldn't be talking to me. Solutions, Frank. I'm not hearing them. Start rolling solutions.
Oh, the gift. The gift is in safe hands, at least. It's the least of your problems, but he could be a potential card you can play with the Camarilla. He's at Miles' sire. What was his name? Ah, I do have some information for you. He's called Jake Miles. That's what his sire told him. His sire is called... Fuck, any Miles. Fuck. Casa Salvatore, do you know it?
Ah,
Very
Huh.
cool.
the local Frankenstein? Is that who we're talking about? You trusted my gift to the person who butchers and stitches individuals up just...
He's at Tremere, what do you expect?
Oh no, I know, but
Me.
my gift, Frank, in the hands of a Tremere. It's like you don't know me.
Politics.
What
Politics.
politics does my gift have to do with the politics? Why is he there?
I gave you 2 gifts. Now I have to get you 1. Or could get you 4. 5.
Do I have to babysit your little cohort, Frank? Do I need to step in?
Of
I mean, I
I
really don't
sh-
like the little Italian that hangs out with you. And the fact that now she's claimed positions higher because, of course, she's smart. Because you couldn't be man enough to clearly take over.
bully speed. I'm
Look, I just need... give me an hour in the rubber room.
uh-huh.
I need a spray jacket. I need to compose myself before I lose it and start hoarding again. The stupidest of shit. I'm trusting
Your
you.
mechanism,
Yes.
not
Yes.
judging.
People need cigarettes. I need a fucking stress room. And she walks off, laughing to herself in madness. We move over to Miles. As you park the car at what seems to be a local small shed of a pub, also known as Gabbana. The bikers are there, chatting away, laughing, cheering on the night. They have women on their thighs, and they are just chit-chatting about their night. One of them calls to close the tab as the owner clearly is ready to close shop.
I get out of the car, take a kind of sort of put myself behind one of the walls near the window of the caban, trying to take a peek inside. I don't imagine that he's in there, the one that tends to hang out around this pub, especially because it's late night. But I'm just kind of looking into the pub, scouring around, just kind of peeking in.
You notice that the leader of the Bruja is amongst them. You've seen him before. You've encountered him before. And there's his posse. A few familiar faces. that you know that hang around with him. Some have been wanted as criminals back in their living life. Others have just joined just because they were just there.
Mm-hmm.
How do you proceed?
I take a deep breath in. Well, whatever breath is, of course. We don't take breaths.
Yeah.
I'll step inside, kind of calmly. I'm in my trench coat. Not carrying anything kind of outside. Pocket knife, my phone. That's it. Simple stuff. Wallet, of course. I'll take a stand. I'll kind of sit at the bar. Look at the bartender. You're closing soon?
I just called out last call. We need these guys out. We need to clean up for the morning.
No worries. I won't bother you too long. I just want to take a sit here, if that's okay.
Sure.
I'll pay. I'll order a drink. Of course, I can't drink, but I'll feign it.
So, what do you want?
Whiskey on the rocks.
Okay. Johnny Walker good?
Yep.
Or are
That's
you
okay.
Jack Daniels man?
Jack Daniels. Whatever's available, of course.
Here. He hands you the glass.
I'm gonna turn on Bluff of Life, so I can actually drink this. I'm not gonna throw it up immediately. Rouse check successful.
Okay.
I don't have a glass, which I have a glass with me, but I don't. I kind of look over to the Brewhawk crew over there, kind of chilling. I ignore them for now. I'm just kind of focused on myself, trying to calm down, as this is the place where it all started. If anything happens, you are free to proceed.
They don't take note of you. They're just being rowdy. Just like big men act as boys do. Typical biker club behavior.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Racket. I imagine the old man's not here.
The old man isn't inside, but you spotted his transportation vehicle parked. So you know he's around, but not here.
I kind of look at the bartender. Hey, Thunder. By chance, you haven't seen the Bona around, right? Did they come around?
He's shagging his old lady in the bathroom. Hopefully he doesn't leave another sink broken.
Good lord.
People wash their hands and it's gross.
Some
Alright.
people use them as seats.
I know,
I know.
think about that next time you wash your hands in a public space.
I take another sip. I finish the rocks. Pull out some cash. Whenever the old man orders again, you can use that as my tab.
Sure.
And I'll kind of take a stand, look over to the Brewhawk and crew, and I'll walk over to them. Enjoying the night, boys?
Yeah, we've been having a good night. Are you planning to change that?
No need.
Say, he kind of looks at between your legs. It's like, can't help to notice, but they're not exactly big for you to be talking to us. So what gives?
No worries.
Jesus.
Uh,
But yeah.
I'm just curious about something. That's all. Since you were around.
Yeah. There was a saying about curiosity, something about the cat dying, right,
Yeah.
guys? Everyone starts laughing. Yes,
Yeah.
curiosity kills the cat. Yeah, right. Are
I won't
you the
despair.
cat?
No, not necessarily. Unless you want to make that one.
Ah, so they are bigger than it looks like they are in the pants, huh?
Don't we all have big ones? Especially ever
Wait, I
since
know
we.
you. I know you. We've seen each other before.
No, maybe.
You look a bit more red in the face.
Hmm. I just
Right,
took a.
Detective Miles, right? PA assistant thingy. What was it? Personal
Yeah.
asshole. Everyone laughing. Ah,
I'm smiling at them. Yeah, PI.
oh, PI.
Hmm.
Forgetting the SS after that, eh? Everyone laughing around.
Well, I hope that the yellow drink you have there rottens the teeth. But anyway,
Oh, he gets up from his chair, pushes this girl off him, and looks down on you. He's like, "You want to say that again?"
I could if you want.
He tosses his drink in your face. How about now?
Full power
You
check.
want to say it again? I asked you if you came to change a good night, and it seems you did. The barman from the back is like, "I don't want any trouble, guys. Take it outside, please." He looks over to him and looks back down at you, biting his lower lip.
I want no fight.
Uh-huh.
I just have one question. You know of a Michael Shabaras?
He looks over to the rest of the gang. The gang is now silent, really curious in the way what's gonna go down, but he's just like,
Mm.
and if I do, what?
Well, I'm just curious. Make a lot of money out of him?
This guy's funny. Make a lot of funny. What? We don't pimp him, if that's what you're asking. We don't whore him around.
I mean, of course not. No. You just take his skin off. Does the do you know that the one particular institution really loves money? The House of God. Yeah.
He kind of lowers his head right next to yours,
Mhm.
just close enough that he can whisper. It's like, "You're not smart, are you? We're 12 against you. And not even your blood magic can save you tonight from us skinning you. And
Probably
leaving your
not.
head rotting on top of Medina."
Probably not.
He looks back and like,
It's just that we both have a problem. Well, I have no problem with you. You have no
Uh-huh.
problem with me. But we have a problem with the House of God. You know what they're doing. You want to rile up more and cause more trouble? I got no problem. However, business you take care of, how you make your money, how you get your blood. I have no problem with that. No issue, no game.
mid-sentence, he punches you right into the ribcage. Get the fuck out. And next time you want to talk business or anything of the sort, you call me first, yeah? I think you
Sure.
have my number, Mr. P.I.
Yeah, it's one moment. It's what 795536S? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Famous last words.
something like that.
All right.
Maybe you got the
I meant
last.
the soft one.
You mean-
Hostia.
Maybe you got the last 3 digits wrong. But you know what? Out of the
Probably.
respect of the barman, I'm not gonna wipe this whole place red with you.
I imagine so.
He grabs another pint from one of his gang members and just pours
Mm-hmm.
it over your head again. Remember the stench of that beer next time you want to come around in someone else's territory and say there's a problem with the Christ Almighty people.
Well, as I wipe, I start to walk off. Well, if you get crucified first, I'll watch from afar. As I step outside. Get in the car and drive off.
And we shall end our session here today. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Until next time.
That was the most ballsiest and stupidest shit I ever did.